The House Impeachment Committee shall come to order. And would our clerk please call the roll?
Representative Burke.
Present.
Representative Decker.
Present.
Representative King.
Present.
Representative Kulkarni.
Present.
Representative Mile.
Here.
Representative Nemus.
Present.
Chairman Elliott.
I'm present. So we need to adopt the minutes from the February 2nd, 2023 meeting. Is there a motion to approve those minutes?
So moved.
Motion by Representative Nemus. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Representative Burke. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. And those opposed, no. And the minutes are adopted. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go through a proposed final committee report. I'm just going to read through that related to Ronnie Lee Goldie Jr. House Committee on Impeachment relating to Ronnie Lee Goldie Jr. Final report on January 4, 2023. The Committee on Committees of the House of Representatives of the General Assembly appointed a committee of 7 members to investigate the matter of Ronnie Lee Goldie, Commonwealth's attorney for the 21st Judicial Circuit, consisting of Rowan, Bath, Menifee, and Montgomery counties, and on completion of its investigation, report its findings and recommendations to the House of Representatives. The members included the gentleman from Boyle 54, the lady from Fayette 75, the lady from Shelby 58, the lady from Mercer 55, the lady from Jefferson 40, the lady from Davis 7, and the gentleman from Jefferson 33. At its initial meeting, the committee adopted rules of procedure to govern its proceedings. The committee met in both open and executive sessions, with the open sessions being broadcast live and recorded, and the agenda and minutes of those meetings have been posted on the Legislative Research Commission's website for public access. On January 9, 2023, the committee requested the chair send a letter to Ronnie Lee Goldie Jr. inquiring as to whether he wished to address the matter before the committee. This letter was sent on January 9, 2023, and included a request for a response by 4:30 p.m. on January the 16th, 2023. When the committee met on January the 17th, 2023, no response had been received, but the respondent contacted the chair following the meeting and requested additional time to respond. The committee reviewed numerous documents, including 199 pages of Facebook Messenger messages between the respondent and a defendant in the 21st Judicial Circuit, the report of a special commissioner appointed by the Supreme Court of Kentucky, and orders of the Supreme Court, including an order of temporary suspension from the practice of law in the Commonwealth. In that order, the Supreme Court noted the authority of the General Assembly to remove a Commonwealth's attorney by impeachment as provided under Section 68 of the Constitution of Kentucky. The committee also reviewed the minutes of the August 25, 2022 meeting of the Commonwealth Attorneys Association meeting, where a motion was made to expel the respondent from membership. The motion passed by unanimous vote, conducted by secret ballot, and the committee reviewed several hours of testimony from an evidentiary hearing conducted by the special commissioner under order of the Supreme Court of Kentucky to create a record from which the Supreme Court could determine whether a probable cause existed to believe that the respondent's alleged professional misconduct posed a substantial threat of harm to his clients or the public. The hearing was recorded. The respondent was represented by counsel in that hearing, offered testimony on his own behalf, and was given the opportunity to present witnesses. These records confirm the findings of fact of the special commissioner adopted by the Supreme Court of Kentucky in ordering suspension of the respondent from the practice of law for an indefinite period of time. It also found that Ronnie Lee Goldie Jr. engaged in personal communications with a defendant in the 21st Judicial Circuit regarding his various criminal cases. He discussed these matters with her directly without her counsel being present, and he intervened on her behalf in various criminal proceedings. The special commissioner found that the respondent also requested and received inappropriate communications from this defendant as quid pro quo for his actions. The special commissioner determined that the evidence established probable cause to believe that Mr. Goldie abused his power by using his position as Commonwealth's attorney for his personal interests. Additionally, at this committee's request, This committee heard testimony from 3 Commonwealth's attorneys who testified that upon their review of the evidence, they believe that the respondent's conduct is a violation of the public trust and rises to the level as to merit impeachment, removal from office, and disqualification to hold any office of honor, trust, or profit under Section 68 of the Kentucky Constitution. This committee finds sufficient evidence to conclude that the alleged conduct did occur and that the conduct constitutes a misdemeanor in office under Section 68 of the Constitution of Kentucky. This is based upon the findings of the special commissioner as well as the committee's independent review of the evidence. The committee finds that the conduct is sufficient to warrant impeachment, removal from office, and disqualification to hold any office of honor, trust, or profit under this Commonwealth, citing Section 68 of the Constitution of Kentucky. The committee hereby recommends that the House of Representatives of the General Assembly of the Commonwealth of Kentucky accept this final report of the House Committee on Impeachment, that the resolution and articles of impeachment be adopted, and that the articles of impeachment, accompanied with the original record of the committee's actions, be laid before the Senate of the General Assembly of the Commonwealth of Kentucky as provided by law. Does any member have any questions or comments or any discussion this afternoon? Seeing none, is there a motion to adopt the final committee report regarding proceedings against Ronnie Lee Goldie Jr.? So there's a motion from Representative Miles. Is there a second? There's a second by Representative Kulkarni, and we will have a roll call vote. So, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Representative Burke.
Yes.
Representative Decker.
Yes.
Representative King.
Yes, ma'am.
Representative Kulkarni.
Yes.
Representative Miles.
Yes.
Representative Nemus.
Yes.
Chairman Elliott.
Aye. And so the report is adopted unanimously by the committee. We will next move to the resolution and articles of impeachment. And members have a copy of these in their folders. I am not going to go through and read those line by line because I think we have gotten to the substance in the report. Is there any discussion amongst the committee about these articles and resolution? Or any comments that anyone would like to make? Okay, seeing none. Is there a motion to approve for presentation to the House of Representatives for consideration the resolution and articles of impeachment against Ronnie Lee Goldie Jr., the Commonwealth's attorney for the 21st Judicial Circuit?
So moved.
There's a motion by Representative Burke. There's a second by Representative King. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Representative Burke.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
I wonder if it would be beneficial to the public, just not to read them,
Yes.
but to outline the 3 articles
Sure.
in general.
Would you like to do that, Representative Nemus?
Whatever you would like.
I'll yield to you to do that.
So the first article is based upon the Supreme Court's removal of his or suspension of his license, so he cannot perform the obligations of his office. The second is for inappropriate communications with a criminal defendant that are not in the presence of his attorney. And the third is receiving the inappropriate personal information from that defendant as a quid pro quo for actions that he took in his official position as the Commonwealth's attorney.
Thank you very much. So there's a motion and a second. Would our clerk please call the roll?
Representative Burke.
Yes.
Representative Decker.
Yes.
Representative King.
Yes, ma'am.
Representative Kulkarni.
Yes.
Representative Miles.
Yes.
Representative Nemus.
Yes.
Chairman Elliott.
Aye. And the resolution and articles are approved unanimously. And those articles and resolution will be made public when it's entered into the legislative record, when it's filed later today. One other announcement, because documents of the Inquiry Commission are products of the Supreme Court, we are awaiting their final approval for release to the public. And of course, this committee has authorized the publication of documents that we have reviewed, less the redactions that were appropriate to protect the identity of individuals and other sensitive information like social security numbers and health information. But once the Supreme Court has approved our request, then that will be made a public record. Is there anything else to come before this committee? If not, we'll stand adjourned.